Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the freaking internet. 'Tis I, your Viking, coming to you from our world. We've done some progress. All there is left to dig out is this gigantic thing here. And we're just gonna work on that for a hot minute here. Try to push through. Don't know that it will happen today, but we're still gonna give it the old college try. And eventually I'll get bored of just doing the diggy dig, so we'll probably go and do something else. You know, how we roll. We're gonna need more beacons. But we have a good place to start, so let's just do it. Let's just send it. Hope for the best. And we'll get this done. We only have 4, 6, 8, 10 tools left, so I don't even know that we'll get through that necessarily, but again, we'll give it the old college try. We're just gonna dig until we do not want to dig any longer. And that's how it goes sometimes. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so we got Silk Touch. We're gonna Silk Touch all of our ores, so we'll make little things for that. Decided today is a Minecraft day, though. We played a little Abduction earlier, about 2 hours worth, and that's gonna probably be my new spiel. About 2 hours of it, and eventually we will complete the game. That's kinda what I'm thinking here. But I figure no better time than the present as well to jump right back in to some streaming, because I've missed it. I have and freaking missed it, and it's not cool. Need to make it work. Need to make it work. And for some reason, I just haven't been streaming everything that I've been playing. And I really just need to get out of my head with that and just stream the thing. If I'm playing PoE 2, I should just stream the thing. If I'm playing Minecraft, I should just stream the thing. It doesn't matter. I feel like I play a lot of video games. I know that I do. And for some reason, I just don't stream any of them. So we gotta really start getting to that habit a little bit here. Just fire it up and go. Might as well. I'm playing it anyway. Might as well continue and just see what we can do. Anywho, I have made a weird burrito today. Didn't turn out as well as I had hoped, to be honest with you. Because I did overcook the egg a little bit, which was really sad and depressing. So instead of a nice runny egg, it was a little bit hard, which is, you know, good if it's on toast, bad if it's on a sandwich that you want to be nice and jammy. Didn't quite work in our favor, though. That's all good. Yeah, just figure it out kind of thing. It's one of those deals. But I made a nice spicy, or 2 spicy chicken patties. And then I took those spicy chicken patties and I tossed them in a little bit of some sweet chili sauce. Topped it with some salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. Then into a frying pan, I cooked up some lovely hash browns, I guess you'd call them. Some lovely hash browns. Added some salt, garlic, paprika onto them, pepper. Cooked them in a little bit of oil for like 10-ish minutes to get them nice and golden brown. And then once they were just about done, I went ahead and I fried 2 eggs and topped it with a little bit of that cheddar cheese to get it all nice and melty. And then I put a little bit of sour cream on the eggs and wrapped it in a burrito. Like I said, not the best, but not the worst, and I'd probably eat it again. I'd probably eat it again. So in case you're wondering, but Viking, why are you digging out this massive area? What are you possibly doing? Well, we are actually in the works of a river slash lake slash ocean, whatever you want to call it. Any kind of river tributary, I guess. Large and in charge, and once we flatten it all down to this layer here, guess what? We still have a lot more freaking digging to go. It shouldn't be understated how much more digging we actually have here, because there's a lot. There is a lot. Should keep an eye on our pick. Let's just yeet some of this over the side here. We really only want the ores. We only want the ores because we're going to use them as building blocks here. So I know it's kind of weird and unconventional, but it should. Hello! Jesus. The nerve of some cows. My goodness. The nerve of some cows. So we should just kind of take off this whole layer here so that it is an even number, I think. Oh, I gotta say, I was on vacation this week, and I go back to work tomorrow. I'm not excited about that at all. Though I really never am excited to go to work. I just kind of go and I do my shit and I go home, you know. I'd love to meet those people that are like, oh yeah, I went to work today and it was the best thing ever, you know? Those are the people that love their jobs, and I will never understand it. Unless I find a completely different and random job, I suppose, but we'll never find that. Okay, so we need to shriek, in the words of B-dubs. This little world has come a long way, I will say. It's come a long freaking way. Somehow we still are able to make stupid little mistakes like that. Either or, we have a lot of digging to do, and so we're just going to chip away at that for a little while. Then I feel compelled to kind of finish one of our builds, so I might do that, and we may actually spend a little bit of time just processing, because we haven't done that yet. Haven't done it at all, and we desperately need to. And by that I mean we need to take all of our big ideas that we're doing, put them onto a nice board to commemorate with, and we need to be able to see our progress in real time, I think. We need to be able to go to this board and see everything that we have available to work on within our given projects, and see if we can't knock out one or a few of those things to make things a little bit easier on us so that we don't feel overwhelmed and unable to do anything else. For example, this has consumed me for months now. I just couldn't bring myself to sit there and dig it out in one fell swoop. I couldn't do it. Try as I may, couldn't do it. It's hard. And I know that I should want to, right? But it's just not something I can do. And I do want to finish it, but because of how like scatter my brain is, it doesn't really work that way. You can't simply pick up a pick and go wild. You can't do that. It doesn't work. Does not freaking work. For me, I get very burnt out on things very quickly, so I have to have a lot of different things that I'm able to do. And by having those things, it's very nice. Because we're able to just kind of keep things where we need it to be. Let's take this many stacks of gravel. We need gravel as well, because we're going to need a lot of concrete, so every bit of gravel that we see, we need to absorb like a sponge. It does make digging a little bit easier too, not having to switch back and forth. All the ores we're using for mountain details, and that will be very nice. Little detail, but it'll work. It'll work wonders, I think. Do we try and go one more layer down, perhaps? I think so. So let's just pick an arbitrary spot. Right here seems fine. And let's bulldoze through all the way to the other side as our kind of hard stop for the moment. Kind of breaks it up into just a little bit easier of a selection for me. With that, helps me to accomplish it a little bit faster. Because as I said, we've been working on this for months. Long time. And I don't feel like we're that much closer now than when we began. Obviously, yes, stuff has been done, but it's always a fight, a battle amongst myself to try and get it completed, because my goodness, is it difficult for me. Yeah, let's just dig this down all the way. And then I can kind of get a grasp as how big this particular section is, and I might be able to fly through that. Or at least it gives me a bit of a goal, like, hey, this is what you're working towards. Now you can see your progress of it, which definitely needed, at least for me. I'm a bit scatterbrained, and it's hard to stay on task. I'll, like, forget what I'm talking about, go talk about something else, go back to the original topic I was talking about, and, you know, that's just how it goes. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, just crawl under here. Beautiful. We want to leave our beacon intact so that we can keep flying through all the stuff. That burrito needed, like, something. Either the egg just needed to be a little less cooked so it was more jammy, or it needed some kind of condiment to go on it, because although there was a condiment on the chicken to begin with, it wasn't there. Like, it was too dry. It needed something. I don't know. I'll continue to fine-tune that, I think, because I really like it. It's easy, and making burritos is always a fun time. We will take lapis, I think. It's also a nice block that you can kind of use as like berries and stuff. A lot of copper, which I don't know what we're going to use it for, but we're going to use it for something. So this is our hard cutoff right here, which means we should be able to get everything to the right side of it, hopefully, without moving another beacon. But if we do, hopefully the iron farm is loaded, and we can just move one of our beacons. But keep the iron base there, because we're going to have to dig out a bunch more of this, and obviously I don't have full beacon coverage, so we either need to go and farm a bunch more wither skeletons, or we don't. We just move them as needed. Okay, so that's a big heckin' area, right? Do we agree that that is in fact a big heckin' area? Not as big as the whole, but pretty substantial, if I would say so myself. Alright, get all of this done and dusted here. And then we'll start going 2 by 2, I think. We should have enough space now. That is fine. And we do need to make a little bit of room for some iron. I don't get a whole lot of iron here because of how high up it is, so any iron I see, I also will smack and take that right away. Alright, perfect. So let's start doing side to side here. So the plan is we will go this direction, completely clear one, then we'll go the other direction and kind of create, I don't know, an L shape, I guess, every time. But every time, the amount that we need to actually get rid of decreases ever so slightly. So makes me feel like I'm making progress, and it's a nice, easy way to keep track of where we are, which is very nice. Ten pickaxes is what we have, and I don't think that's gonna be close to be able to finish even this section here, let alone that, which is significantly bigger than the one that we're currently doing. But it's gonna be a thing. A lot of picks. We need to repair them. We need to go and make more of them. We need a whole ass shulker of them. And we're getting there little by little, but it is a lot of enchanting. It's a lot. Nice jazz music today. Beautiful. Oh man, going to work. I would love to just not go to work. Doesn't really matter what the job is, just not going sounds very, very appealing to me. Though I bet you 90% of the world feels that exact way, so, you know, not special in that regard at all. We are gonna go ahead and sleep. Boink. Oh, didn't work in my favor. We need to go down one more layer on the whole thing also. Because somehow it's still an odd number, even though it was an odd number, and then I swear we went down 1, which should have made it even, but we'll go down 1 more, no worries. I don't know why, but it really bothers me when I have to do 3 layers at a time instead of the 2. It's just more conducive. I don't like how you have to like swirl your pickaxe like this. It's very weird and unsettling. Very weird. Okay. So we need ourselves another pickaxe. So let's go ahead, drop this one off. Boom, boom. And then we can use this one until it's about to break, and then it's fine. Alright, so let's get rid of this top layer here so that we can just do it 2 by 2 as intended. Oh, shit, I forgot to change the game. Shit. Oh, and the title for that matter. There we go. Whoops. I definitely fucked that one up. Said that I was playing Abduction. I was not. We did that earlier. Forgot to change it. Hashtag pro streamer. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh well. All fixed now anyway. Should be golden. Did forget about that though. Switch the pickaxe so it doesn't break, because if it breaks, we'll be real sad about it. And I know that I'm wasting all of this stone here, but it's okay. It'll be okay. It will be okay. Alright, so there's a little bit more over here. Let's take care of that. Whoop. Take care of that first. We got to remember, if we want to go down on the top again, we need to go down 2 layers instead of 1 then. Which is not too bad. I know a lot of people that do not like jazz music for some reason. It's so peaceful. It's so nice. It's so nice. It would take some island vibes too. Wonder if I can find any of that to listen to. Like without lyrics, just nice island vibes, you know? We have pretty good coverage in this area from the beacon standpoint, actually. If we're lucky, we won't have to move anything, which will be very, very nice, because we have had to reduce and remove so much of it. It's actually kind of obnoxious. Almost done with this top layer, and then we can actually do it as I want to do it and make it look nice and smooth and do our L shape back and forth, trying to reduce, and recycle the land that we got going on here. Does anyone remember when that campaign first rolled out. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. It had like a nice catchy jingle with it, and they were trying to get everyone in the world to use their recycle bin, basically. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I definitely remember that, and it was a weird time. Weird time. Yeah. I think I could sing to some smooth jazz, just make up some like scatting or just, you know, bullshit it or whatever. I think I could do it. Don't know what, but I feel like I could do something. How's our inventory looking? Pretty good. Still space for growth as we need it. We will like another one for iron, though. Iron is importante. Alright, let's go this way now. We'll do a full row down to the ground, and then we'll go back and we'll do a full column down to the ground. And that should result in a nice, easy cut here, and we don't have to worry about anything. Dug that portion out the other day. Still so much digging to do. And then after the digging comes the actual difficult part. We need a lot of shit for the terrain. A lot of different blocks. Gotta make some big ass rocks in here, because it's gonna be a shore. Should be cool. Should be cool. Down two. Nice big cave down here too, which we can dig around, and it's less that we have to dig, but I feel like it actually increases the amount of time that it takes instead of decreases it, even though there are less blocks. Because you kind of have to parkour around, and it doesn't work as well. Does not work. Look at all this nice coal that we're getting, though. Thousands and thousands of blocks mined here. Wasted, thrown on the floor. And I'm sure at some point we're going to deeply regret that we didn't pick up more of this, to be honest with you. It'll happen. I know it will. Let's see, where are we at? Right here. See if we can find something a little bit better than this. Let's see. Is there island vibes? I don't know, that's like all actual musica. I still need to figure out how to do that track thing. So I can record separate audio from Spotify than I can like Minecraft. That would be really, really, really nice. Need to look that up. Figure it out. And I've also been starting to learn how to edit with DaVinci Resolve, and that shit is much more complicated than I'm used to, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run here. Bum, bum, bum. I'm already getting burnt out of the digging, I will tell you that. Goes so quickly. Where in my brain I'm like, oh god. If I do much more of this, I'm gonna explode! Of course I don't, but I just feel like I do. I get antsy. Bum, 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 bum. Shoot, I'm almost out of my cranberry juice. I'm out of my cranberry juice, even worse. Tragic news here. I have more, but I don't really want to get up and go to the fridge right now. I also have a kombucha in there. Ooh, that could be good. I love kombucha. So good. If you ever are having like stomach and digestion issues as well, have some kombucha. Clear you right the hell up. Good for you, and it's very good tasting. I could drink it every day for just about every meal. And I've looked into like making it myself before, but it's a lot of effort to maintain the SCOBY, which is like the alive bacteria that you use to make kombucha. You have to keep it alive, which is rough. Damn, we got a lot of shovels, but no picks. So it gets less and less as we go by here, which is very, very nice. And you can see and feel the effect in real time. Meanwhile, we got a hole over there. That is producing iron, hopefully. It could be out of range, I think. But with any luck, it's producing iron, and that would be really, really nice for us. Guess we should check that. Dun, 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 dun. Doesn't feel like you make a huge difference, but 2 blocks in both directions saves you quite a bit of blocks, even though you're still digging it. You're just digging it in a weird way. I kind of want to use the pink petals for something too. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't really know what I want to use it for, but something. It just looks so pretty. Especially against all the greenery that we have here, it could break it up nice and neatly. Could, in fact, do that. Nice, and we're at the bottom of this row. Pickaxe should be fine through this row, which is very nice. And then all that we really need to do is keep going. Just maybe we like pause, do a tree or two, because we haven't done any trees in a hot minute here. Probably should do some more trees. Like, that's very barren back there. You can see everything, and you're not supposed to be able to. I think I'm going to fight it and just keep doing this for a little bit longer, though, because we need to make progress on this. Like, this dig has taken a long time. And it's going to continue to take a long time unless we force ourselves to buckle down and do what we need to do. Alas, we could also get distracted, which entirely possible. Entirely possible. Still have many things I want to do here. We gotta still do the Guardian farm. Kind of gotta prettify the Enderman farm or make a better one because it's kind of shitty. But I have an idea of how I could make that better, actually. Simply by doing like 4 platforms instead of 1. And having them stagger could result in more efficiency. Maybe. Maybe. All of this shit down. Let me try something real quick. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, okay. I like this. I'm down with this. Ooh, it's a bop. Let's go. Love it. Let's go check and see if we're actually making iron from here. I hope we are. I mean, there is one there, but that's not really irrefutable proof. So, we got about 6 stacks. So maybe it is. Look at that, we're almost at this weird jagged corner here. Make it much more box-like. There's like random ass caves in here, but I don't remember why or anything. Back this way, that way, back that way again. You know how it goes. We'll have to look at our stats at some point too, once this is completely finished, because I'm just curious how many blocks that we've wasted. We did go and pick up a few chestfuls of every type of block here, but definitely could have picked up a lot more. It would have also taken us 3 times the time, but could have picked up everything if we felt like it. Of course, I did not feel like it, but you know how it goes. don't know what we're going to have to do about that pillager outpost also. There is one on top of the hill here. And it's technically still going to be spawnable because of how this is working, but theoretically that's okay. Theoretically that is okay. Yeah, right there is where it is. So it spills down onto that. I mean, I guess we could leave it and just make it something cool. Something that fits in with our ongoing aesthetic, but never done that before. Like made over an area like that. Sounds like a fun project though. Even though, again, it's expanding the original project over and over and over again here. We need to stop expanding it and just focus on what we got. I feel like I'm going to change the name of this tier. I think it's going to become Seraph's Pass. I like passes. Because it kind of is, and that's what it does, so makes sense to me. Lapis for the berries. Isn't that one song? Isn't this that? I can't think of who sings it. The dance with me, dance with me, dance with me. Didn't it sound like that right away? Can't think of who the hell sings that. Dance, monkey dance, I guess. I don't know. Sounded like that at first though, like a lot, wildly. Let's get this done, then we can go sleep. You can tell that we've made progress, but all at the same time it feels like not very much has been made because of how big of an area this is. Like, we've already used like 3 pickaxes, I think, which is crazy. A lot of picks just in a small area here. We're gonna have to use probably like 27 to 55 more picks as well, just to complete this tiny ass area. And obviously I say tiny, but I kind of know better. It's bigger than I lead on. Let's put it that way. Nice corners. Pew. Pew. And pew. Yeah. Couple more and we have reached the nexus of the corner. Ooh, spider. Ooh, try to spider. take care of that creeper. Oh, and that pig, I guess. That pig was also looking at me menacingly. Paid the ultimate price for it. The ultimate price. Had to shoot it just in case. You never know when pigs can become creepers. Can't do it. Can't risk it. Two blocks at a time. It's getting shorter. But you can still see that this is like 50 blocks wide or something. If I had to guess, it's about 50 blocks wide. Which is still quite large and in charge, though. Look at our pick situation. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess we've used 3? Feels like way more than that. Feels like way more than that, though. How's our inventory looking? Coal is running out of space. We may need a little bit more for that. That's okay. Yeah, next one is the corner there, which is very nice. Oh no, we're at a beacon range right here. Ooh, that hasn't happened to us yet. Interesting. Which means that from here to there is more than 50 blocks. In case you wondered, which is sad. Look at all this free gravel, though. How's our gravel situation going? Good. I think we almost have 2 double chests of gravel right now, which is pretty fucking huge, actually, because I never have enough gravel. And I know that we're going to need a lot for this project here. Every project that we have going on in this world. We need to add concrete into all of our houses as well. We got the terracotta, but we're going to need to add the concrete as well to give it that nice balance. Yeah, we're going to need to do that. Pick up the coal. What are you doing? Pick it up. Golly. Yeah, you really don't know how big Minecraft is, or land in Minecraft is, until you start having to dig it or place it. Those are the two things that are like, oh my god. You know? In my professional opinion, obviously. Take a lot out of you, though. Yep. Use the elytra to fly across the gap. And we should be able to finish this line before we need to sleep again, I think. Still need 3 stacks of blocks to be able to form our next beacon base, so hopefully we don't need it yet, because we're not going to have that. I don't really want to dig up another one of these bases, because we're just going to need to put it back there at some point anyway. Raid party, welcome. Welcome to the world, boys. Nice to see you. Nice. We've got the corner nice and rounded, or pointed, I guess, since it is in fact a corner. But God, it doesn't look like we've done fucking anything. Holy smokes. Look at that. Look at that. This one over here is so much bigger than this one was, I think. And taller too. This is gonna take a long ass time. We're gonna have to break that into at least 2 sections here to make sure that that one's okay. God damn. Then we're gonna have to build a mountain ridge all the way around there, over there, and over to there, and that will make the build kind of, you know, complete as from a front of like, this is how big it needs to be. I think we also need to fix that monstrosity. We need to destroy it. Because it's not there. It's not it. Okay. I have gotten distracted once again, and yeah, we'll be back. Peace.